Welcome to YEET Check. Get your shoes on. The game is about to begin.
Oh, I can't do it at the same time. Hang on. I can't do it. Hang on. If you do the clicks, I'll do the yeet.
Boom, 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 boom. That's where we're going, isn't it?
Yeah. You do the booms.
How does the click go? I can't even remember. Okay.
I was trying. I just had a shower before we started this, and I was definitely practicing in the shower. And I thought I nailed it.
You're trying to yeet box.
Yeah. Wait, let me try one more time before I get into it, because I did it. No, but it's
that was
you can't do. Your face lit up. Thank you. Thank you for that. But you can't go and it has to be like you're imitating a mosquito. I've just learned. Yeah. Check. That was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Eat it like it's hot.
Check. Cheers to us, my brother. Let's get straight into this. Ting. We're effing premiers. Holy shit. Yeah. This is a huge day, huge month, huge life for me.
Go on. Elaborate. Elaborate. This is your moment. Take it.
No, it's not my moment, but I'm going to take you back to the year of 2001 when I began playing basketball. I was about 8 or 9 years old. I strapped on the boots for the very first time for the Port Elliot Pistons. And we were good from the get-go. That's because we had a talented group. I was about the 4th or 5th best player in this team. We had Michael Thorne. We had Matthew Overall. I'm pretty sure Tom Hastings was on that team as well.
Tommy, shout out to you.
Oh, couldn't that man yeet a three. Wasn't that great until about under 16s. We played a long time together. Then he started getting them in.
Okay.
The first season or two, we went to the grand final. Did we lose? Yes, we did. And ever since then, I've always lost grand finals.
Who did you lose to? Who did the Port Elliot Pistons, which is a great name, by the way.
I reckon it would have been either one of two teams.
Yeah.
The Saints.
Mm-hmm. Where were the Saints based out of?
Well, the thing is...
Or they were just called Saints?
Nah, so there was the league of about 5 clubs.
Yeah.
Victor Harbour Social League take it like they do like the footy. As in, most other leagues, you just enter a team and that's who you play with. Mm-hmm. This has clubs. You sign up to a club and then you can play within that club.
Yeah. Much like the Hills League where I used to
play.
is
that the same?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the way I think it should be.
Yeah.
But it's not like that in Adelaide Social. You've just got to like throw it together.
Just show up with a dick joke as a name.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you're in. And you can use whatever uniform you can. Not with the Pistons, the Lakers. This is the clubs. You got the Pistons, based out of Port Elliot. Yeah. It used to be. Now it just doesn't matter. Normally they're the Ferals, who I was a part of. The Gore Magic. Yeah. And the Victor teams would be the Celtics, the Lakers, the Saints. Then later on in the competition, they added the Slammers.
The Slammers, yeah.
So they used to, like, if you were playing for the under-16s association league team, which was the Slammers, they'd put the under-16s in the under-18s competition.
Yeah. Train them up.
Train them up.
It's a big boy.
And then they used to get fucking swamped every game, except
it's good character building.
Yeah. So I was playing as the Pistons, and I'm pretty sure we used to always get beaten by either the Saints or the Celtics.
Yeah.
And that was like that for the entirety of my childhood, leading up to, I'm not even joking, under 20s. I did jump ship. I played for the Saints for a while, and that was big.
Glory hunting.
You know who was angry at that?
Who was angry at
Cameron
that?
McDonald.
Whoa, not Cameron McDonald.
He hated that when I made the move.
Cammy McD.
Yeah, Cammy McD. Which was, huge contention at the time in under 16s. Oh, my God. But I was going ring chasing.
Yeah.
And wasn't that a stacked team? I played with Alex Haynes. Wow. I played with Hayden Barnes.
I know that guy.
Yeah. I played with Matt, I forgot his last name, and Ryan French.
Yeah.
That was the starting 5. Frenchie. Oh, yeah. He was our centre. Played like Joel Embiid.
Big French. Barnaby. Barnaby French.
Yes. Never won a championship.
Yeah.
Never won one. Never got the chips with the dip. I don't want my chips with me. I don't want my chips with the dip.
No chips.
Enter 21.
That's now.
Yeah.
This year.
You come into the story when you ask me, hey, we're putting another social team in D grade. Do you want to play? Yeah. Well, absolutely I want to play. The season happens. In the great chant of Coach Carter, we undefeated. We undefeated. Gets to the final. And this is the thing. Bring it back to Victor Harbour League. They used to do it
flashback.
Flashback. In the final, it was a series. It was played like you would the Sandful final series. So 1 plays 2 for the spot in the GF. 3 and 4 have an elimination final. The loser of the 1 and 2 plays the winner of 3 and 4 for the spot in the grand final.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah, we always finished second. We always lost that first game, won the second, was always in the grand final, lose that. That's like, I'm not even joking. I think I was in like 6 grand finals during that tenure of like 14 years.
Yep.
Lost all of them.
All of them.
Two seasons a year. Would often make the grand final until I started playing for the Pistons again after I traded myself back to the Pistons.
Wow, what'd you get traded for?
A bag of chips and a $5 bag of lollies at the canteen.
That's good. That's a good deal.
Great deal for the canteen.
Canteen lollies are always the best ones too.
Yeah, they used to do $5 frogs.
Yeah,
so like you
killer
get
pythons,
10 frogs for $1.
Nice,
great value.
We used to have killer pythons at Mount Barker. That was the go-to.
Enter 2021. As I said, you asked me to play D grade. We go undefeated into the season. The finals for this league is just the top 2 teams play the final.
Yeah, shortened season due to COVID, and the summer season's always shorter because we play on Mondays. So every second week there's a public holiday.
Yeah, we go undefeated. We're into the grand final, playing against the Harden Daddy. That's the team that we beat convincingly at during the year.
Yeah.
And then they added a big boy.
Yeah, big rig.
Yeah, big rig that always wears footy shorts.
Yeah, it was intimidating. He had a Shaquille O'Neal
Orlando jersey,
which was the most brutal Shaq, like raw brutal Shaq.
And he was the round mound of just fucking everyone up on Monday night.
Yeah.
He was easily their second best player.
He was their best player on the night.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because
Kyrie Irving wannabe guy was pretty good.
Larry Bird, he was wearing a Larry Bird.
Yeah, but he
USA
plays like
top.
Kyrie Irving because he takes 94 like special dribbles and then doesn't do a whole lot near the rim.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he is their best player, but
by far,
because we just sent 3 defenders to him all the time.
Big guy had to eat.
He didn't do much. The big fella was eating because I kept leaving him open under the ring because I was trying to triple team this guy.
He is quite good. Hats off to whomever you are.
Yeah.
By the end of regulation time, what was the score? It was about 20.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to skip too far ahead, but like, I genuinely need you to remember this because I can't remember.
So I'm not sure what the end of regulation time score was, but we were tied.
Yeah.
So we had to go into OT.
Which I do remember though, leading into the end of full time of regulation, that we were down by 3 with not much time to go. And I was really worried that we were going to lose.
You made some clutch free throws.
I hit 2 free throws, and then I think we hit another free throw to tie it up.
Yeah. So we tied it up. I thought it was going to happen again.
Yeah.
My career trajectory was that I was always going to be a lifetime runner-up. And it goes into overtime. Now, did you get the death sentence in first overtime or second OT?
It was second OT.
Okay, because spoiler alert, we went to second OT after Luka Doncic wannabe, who hadn't done much of the evening. 4 seconds to go.
It was literally the only shot he hit all game.
Yeah, it was 28-31. I remember that because I've seen the footage. There was actually footage of this moment.
Already had one overtime. Oh, no! Luka magic.
So we go into second overtime.
Yeah.
And this is just panic stations. I didn't do a whole lot. I got 1 rebound, I think, in that second overtime. Tried to yeet a under the basket shot up, and it just hit the backboard and went back out. And I was just like, oh, well, I'm getting 0 points tonight. That is fine. Just set screens, big fella. Play your role. And then 30 seconds to go. We're up by 3.
4.
I'm
pretty sure up by 4.
Right. Run me through what happened to your head because someone opened the death note on you and you passed away.
I think we're up by 4, but also I might be wrong because as I'll elaborate here,
yes,
we're up by some amount of points.
Yes.
And the other team had the ball.
Yes.
So we're defending for our lives, 30 seconds to go. And I don't remember how it happened, but the ball spilled out. So the ball was loose. They no longer had the ball.
Yeah.
It was just there and it was right in front of me. And
right in front of me.
Yeah.
Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
And all I thought, I was like, if I can get the ball,
yes,
we will win.
Yeah.
Like
hustle play.
Like if I get the ball, we've got the ball. They have to foul us. I'll hit another 2 free throws.
Fingers crossed.
Like, I will. But then I will. I'll back myself in to at least hit 1.
Yeah.
And then it's I'm pretty sure we're up by 4 anyway. But as what happened, I dive for the ball, And then all I remember is then I wake up and I'm face first on the ground. Because as I dive for the ball, I got kneed in the forehead because I've jumped full force forward as hard as I can.
You really sent it. It was right in front of me.
I fucking sent it to that ball because I was like, I'm getting there first. And he's come to the other way and not bent down. He's just kneed me square in the forehead.
Yeah.
And that knocked me clean unconscious like immediately. So I'm out cold in midair and then just went... In my mind,
yes.
I stood up and I'm like, I know I just got knocked out, but I feel all right. And everyone else told me that I stood up and went jelly legs.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, you were like, you're all right. And you're like, yeah. And then just went like, yeah. And everyone was like, whoa, you got to go to the bench, brother.
Because I don't,
You were 100% jelly legs. And I was like, oh, shit.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were 100% jelly legs. You were fucked. So we were up 3 or 4 by that moment when you did that?
I feel like we were up by 4 because I feel like I was a little more relaxed that we didn't have to guard a 3.
Okay, right. So I'm pretty sure Shallow got got sent to the line again.
Yeah.
Who was easily BOG for us.
He clutched it.
Didn't he just? Who's the smallest guy on our team, but absolutely just went like, game mode, and just went after it. Because I reckon he got another foul, a couple of 2 shots, hit the first one, missed the second one.
Yeah.
They got the rebound, and we were just like, it was like 7 seconds to go. And it was like, no one foul. And then by the end of it, it was like, I just yelled out, just let him go. Like, as even if he yeets a 3.
Yeah.
And he ended up yeeting from half court and he missed it.
Yeah.
And then we won. But yeah, anything is possible.
Anything's possible!
Welcome to YEET CHECK.
Hey, wait.
Sorry.
We got to get this out in the intro. I brought some goodies.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This is going to be the longest intro.
Yeah, it is.
I've also got another thing, but keep going. Yeah, keep going.
All right. Well, hang on. I knew that you hadn't won a grand final before.
Yeah.
And we often have a wine glass on the table, which we drink water out of. Yeah. So I wanted to bring you some motivation. Last episode, I was going to say, mate, this is what we're playing for. It's a Basketball SA Premier's Winter Season 2018 wine glass.
Let's fingers crossed when we win it again next year, we cop ourselves a Premier's Winter Season 2021 wine glass. Yeah. Or, as you said in the meme team, which is our team group chat, you want to get a tote bag to complete our drink bottle look.
Here's to you, bro.
What are we doing with ourselves?
Time to ride the bull, baby. I just spoke into the glass.
To wrap up this intro, we've had a little bit of feedback again from one Christopher Doyle.
He's back.
He's back.
Chris Doyle. The whole episode.
Yeah, Chris Doyle's my dad.
There's your junior basketball coach.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, till about under 16s,
yeah.
And then Ryan Stewart took over, and we had a nice little friendship because he recognised that, unfortunately for our team, I was the best player on the team, so he just played me a lot, which was great. That was in the Slammers Div 3. I was never any good for the Div 1 team, but I was the best on the Div 3 team. That's my claim to fame.
Shout out to us.
Yeah, and we almost made the grand final that year, but I fucking fractured my leg during a game.
Yeah.
He's had some feedback, not Ryan Stewart, Chris Doyle.
I'd love to know Ryan's feedback on your grand final win, though.
Oh, yeah. No,
he'd be very proud.
He would be. Dad said that he listened to last week's episode.
Yeah.
He said the start was pretty boring. And it started slow. And we are now currently 16 minutes into the intro. And sorry, Dad, it hasn't improved.
Yeet! Yeet. You want to eat something? No, Dad, I was just saying a random word. Okay, here, eat something. No, I'm fine. Eat the fucking potato.
One of the great segments last week was picking our boys in the AFL.
Yeah.
AFL season's got going.
You selected a fantasy team for us, and it's Cam and Matt and Cam's fucking sweet dream team.
Yeah. I thought I did a pretty solid job.
You did a great job.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Like, speaking for the both of us. I was a bit nervous because I was like, Cammy's going to have some feedback.
Yeah. I tell you what, just before we go into our quick apologies, Dad's also had some feedback about the fucking sweet dream team.
I'm listening, Chris.
Yeah, he goes, a lot of Collingwood players. And I said, yeah, that's because they're absolute meme lords. And he goes, Matt, a fan of Collingwood, is he? And I don't think he completely understood the bit.
No.
I don't know if he understood that these are a collection of meme lords within the league. We don't actually care about these players in the way of getting us heaps of points and we win our fantasy club league, whatever.
Yeah. Which, shout out to us, I think we are ranked in the bottom 10% of AFL dream teams. So.
Well, we've got like Jimmy Rose, like our full forward, and like Caleb Daniels, our full back. Like it's a
Hey. Caleb Daniels is a good player.
He is a good player, but should he be in the fullback if you're actually starting a team? No.
Yeah, but these teams don't actually play in position against each other.
No, that's so true.
If we did have this team, Caleb Daniel would play fullback.
Or ruck.
And Sam Collins would play full forward. We got an apology to make though, and I feel dumb for this because like when we first met, this was one of the first bonding moments we had was over how much we enjoy watching one Mitch Robinson go about it.
Yeah, mostly because he's the meme man.
He's the only player in the AFL with any form of personality, and we left him off the team. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Robbo.
I feel like we should clip that and then tag him, and then hopefully he sees it, and then he loves us.
Yeah,
because we love you, Mitch Robinson.
Well, you know what? I'm bringing Robbo into the team next week, round 4, because round 3 has already started.
Yeah, true.
And we're make him the captain.
Oh, when can we start making trades?
We can do one right now. We can live trade.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah, it just won't happen until next round because the round's already started.
Right, we'll traded you in our minds.
Yeah.
And by the computer.
You're in
next
Robbo.
week. But yeah, you're in Robbo. Love you. Captain?
Of course.
Copy.
Hey, Pop.
Yeah.
Hit it for me one time.
Yeah.
Footy season is underway.
Yeah.
And one of the great moments happened already. Probably the best moment in football. A goal after the siren to win a game.
I was watching this game live. Great.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to hear a story that it will be only good for you and me and no one else will actually...
Sure, Dr. Roboto.
I'm halfway through riding this bull. I didn't have breakfast. All I've had is Red Bull today. So I'm feeling...
Mr. Roboto.
I'm feeling malnourished but energetic. I was at a...
Have some water.
No, I've got Red Bull to drink.
Bro, I've had triple shot caffeine and this Red Bull, and that's why I had to have a shower. I think because I was like, yo,
yeah, I'm sweaty. We should have seen this coming. I was at a SANFL game on the weekend.
Oh, snaffle.
As in the weekend on Thursday. It's Saturday now, and so we're watching the game happening in front of us, and I was watching this game only purely by the scores. And I turned to our good friend Nortz right at the end of the game because he had up on his phone, and now the AFL app has a countdown timer. So he showed me the phone, and Brisbane were down by 5 or whatever. He's like, "Oh, how long is there left to go?" And I said, "Oh, 10 seconds, it's over." And he goes, "Don't say that. They might be kicking for goal after the siren." And I was like, "Fuck off, they will be." And then like this happened.
Yeah.
Gives to the best kicker in the team. Here's the lead, and the mark is taken by Bailey. And Bailey's a sharpshooter, and the Collingwood box is nervous. But here's the chance to win the game. The siren's going to sound. Siren's gone. After the siren for Bailey to kick the winning goal. They're 5 points down. Every boy dreams of this. Directly in front, he's got it. He's got it. Brisbane have won. Bailey's kicked the goal. The dream comes true.
Is this better than a buzzer beater in an NBA game? For me, I love a goal after the siren way more than a buzzer beater in basketball. I feel like the atmosphere is huge because it goes for so much longer. I reckon.
Yeah, true.
I reckon the buzzer beater in basketball is like the quick shot of adrenaline because you're right. Like it happens, the ball goes up, it's in the air, it kind of goes quiet. You hear the siren, then you hear like the boom, and then like everyone's up and about. Like you know, people are running around, but like the tension of a game-winning goal after the siren because you mark the ball, you got 30 seconds to kick it. So there's generally like you mark it and they don't know the siren's about to go. They're walking back, then the siren goes, and then you hear like the there's that like around the ground, like that hum, even like the theatrics of it. Like I don't know if you noticed Jeremy Howe doing cartwheels behind them, like the man on the mark to distract him.
Very good.
Like you don't get that in basketball.
No, you don't. It'd be funny if you did.
And like just the pressure of it, like you know it's coming. Like,
yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. All right. I'll agree with you. Yep. That's fine. I wish every game winner occurred in like Marvel Stadium and the microphones were so close to like everyone and they just like the sound mixer like just turned up the he probably does anyway, but the crowd noise used to be way more intense in that moment where it goes through, where you can't hear. Because one of the best things is like, because of the way that NBA stadiums are constructed when normal crowds are in, you've got the crowd right behind the announcers. So often the announcers get just drowned out and they're trying to like just scream over the top. But in the AFL, they're in soundproof booths.
Yeah, they're in like boxes.
Yeah, they're in boxes. So like
corporate boxes.
Yeah, basically.
They're in a corporate box.
So everyone is like
behind glass.
Yeah, it's real. Just like it just doesn't all happen in the same sort of sphere. So you know, some guys just like turn it up, turn it down, turn it up, like that. Where like it all just happens. It's so much tighter in an NBA game. That's the only reason why I would select it. But I agree with you in what you're saying.
Also, if it could happen in Marvel Stadium, just say like this kid's always there.
I missed that.
He's in the Dogs game. He's a Doggies fan. Yeah. Pat Lipinski just kicks a goal and he just slaps the fuck out of his mum. Like, what's going on, mate? Chill out.
Obviously not happy.
A bit of respect.
Why did I not know the name Pat Lipinski existed? Because that is a tremendous name.
It is a great name.
We just now turn, pray the Lord like heat. Holla, hallelujah, Holy Ghost, put sleep.
There's been a lot of talk recently about the Brooklyn Nets becoming like the super villains of the NBA, because they've obviously got Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving,
Blake
DeAndre
Griffin.
Jordan, even though he's bad.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin. Jeff Green, Uncle Jeff Green.
Yeah. Blake Griffin.
Spencer Dinwiddie. Landry Shamet.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin's on that team. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Fuck, it sounds like we've had heaps of Red Bull and caffeine today.
Yes. Yeah, they got a great team, and then like the buyout market happens, and all the they're not that good anymore because they're old and washed, but like they're just like, I'll also go to the Nets, thanks.
This will be a thing that I would like to do.
Someone asked Steve Nash about it in his press conference, and this is how he responded.
Wait, what's the question? They asked that what you're the villains or whatever.
Yeah, they asked Steve Nash about being the villains in the NBA, and he just goes, so your thoughts on that from Steve?
He's a RAWR XD guy. Yeah.
Seen Nash.
Seen Nash. All right, this is your job for the week. You have to make a really, and this will be the thumbnail. This is gonna be the thumbnail, at least for this bit here, where you're gonna make Steve Nash a scene girl from 2008 with like really pale skin, white, like black eyeliner, and like a huge fringe, a little bit of color in the fringe.
Yeah.
A lot of not lace. What's the thing that they used to have, like tutu sort of looking things?
Yeah, I've got the screenshot right here.
Done. Yeah, this is a show of how the sausage is made, ladies and gentlemen.
Screenshot.
And then if we clip this out and put it as a little Yeetie, it's gonna be like Scene Nash or Steve Nash goes Scene Girl or something like that.
Yeah, raw.
Yeah, raw.
Michael taking off, the patented tongue comes out just in front of that line. Look at this, the double the reach out.
A lot of trades happened over the trade deadline. That's what happens normally during a trade deadline. One of the big ones that happened was Norman Powell to the Trailblazers in return for Gary Trent Jr.
Yep.
And it's just a thing I've entitled in the rundown as Norm. Oh, Norm. And I think that's the segment because it's like, Norm. Okay. Yeah, Norm Powell being a little cute boy. So he lines up for his first game. It just happens to be against his former team.
Whoa.
The Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
And he did this.
19.7 points. Acknowledging the bench of the Toronto Raptors, Gary Trent Jr. You can only imagine the emotions he's feeling, although Norman Powell has a ring. And look at lining up on the wrong side.
Oh, Norm. Little cute boy. Lines up on the wrong side. Forgets what team he is. Shout out to Gary Trent Jr. trying to be a tough guy. Just saying, yeah, I get it.
This is a problem because like there's so many trades in the NBA that dudes are just forgetting where they are. Because this happened like the other day with your man.
with Blake Griffin, yeah.
Blake Griffin. Do you know he's on the Nets now?
He's on the Nets now.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Isaiah Stewart off the nice feed.
Oh, Blake.
Oh, Blake.
Oh.
You don't play for the Pistons anymore.
Yeah, you silly duffer.
You're not a Port Elliot Piston.
you're a Brooklyn Net.
You're somewhere around Victor Harbour that starts with a B.
Just Basham's Beach.
You're a Basham's Beach net.
Which is basically Port Elliot.
You're a Normanville net.
Yeah. Wait. Brooklyn Net. Yeah, that's where I went to Basham's Beach.
Yeah,
I just realised that.
I did as well, but
Normanville Net is really funny. Yeah. It's also way too far to play social basketball if you actually had to travel to those different places.
Yeah,
Normanville's like 40 minutes away. It's far enough if you're going from Victor to Goolwa. That's like a 25-minute drive. And everyone goes like, "Oh, I'm playing in Goolwa," even though it's the best court. "Oh, I'm playing in Goolwa this week." That's also the game. That's also the court that I.
So you were different. You had different courts for the
only for
Goolwa.
Yeah, only for Goolwa. If you're like, it's the schedule had like 3 different courts. So it's court 1, court 2, which is in Victor Harbour.
Classic local basketball naming, like court 1, court 2.
Yeah,
and
everyone wanted
court 3.
And court 3 was Goolwa.
Yeah.
So if you played Goolwa, you went there. But then I'm pretty sure they never came to Goolwa. And sometimes you'd play like the Port Elliot Pistons would suit up against the Lakers in Goolwa.
Excuse me?
Sorry, Dennis? I'm pretty sure Dennis was the guy that did the scheduling. Sorry, Dennis?
Sort it out, Dennis.
Classic Dennis move. Dennis Earl, his name was.
Sucks.
Still is, probably.
Dennis Earl?
I hope he's still alive. He probably is. He's only like 60.
Stranger things have happened, so... Touch plastic table for Dennis.
I might actually text my mum. Is Dennis Earl still kicking?
Did you also have like a classic junior basketball trope being like you might have played for Port Elliot Pistons, but there was another Port Elliot Pistons, so you were like Pistons blue?
No, we didn't have blue. We just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So you're like, who you got tonight? You're like, Lakers 2.
Yeah, that's like I remember rocking up to games and be like, who are you playing this week? Like, I'll get Zodiacs. Like, oh, gold or blue.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because gold would fuck you up and blue was no good.
Yeah. They'd always stack one team. And then they split, like our under 20s could have had 9 teams in the league.
Yeah.
But then they made like a Div 1 and 2.
Yeah, that used to happen to us.
Yeah, and there'd be 4 teams in Div 1, so everyone just made finals. And then the shittest team always got knocked out the first round. Like, there's no point for this second Saints team or second Lakers team.
Or the worst
whoever
one,
they were.
What happened to us one year might have been like under 16 winter season. Like, that was a tough one. That was the year. I feel like it's the weird parallel lives that we've lived.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I've already
Victor
said
Harbour.
you're the Matt Barker version of me.
Because, all right, so riddle me this. I played junior basketball from the same age that you did. All the way to under 16s, where we used to always make the grand final and lose to the Zodiacs, because the Zodiacs had Peter Hurley, who went on to play professional basketball.
Aiden Bartlett for us.
Yeah,
he didn't go on playing professional.
Peter
I'm pretty sure he owns a pest control company now.
Well, Peter Hurley played.
I'm pretty sure he's a franchisee of Murray's Pest Control.
He played for Melbourne United.
Yeah, right.
Right.
No, Aiden never did that. He
Under
could have. Under
16s, I made the controversial move from rookies.
Yeah, you played for the Rookies.
The team was called Rookies. They were basically the Celtics, and I went to the Onkaparinga Piranhas, which is one of the great names.
It should definitely be just the Onka Piranhas.
It was, but I like to call it the Onkaparinga Piranhas. We were Onkas for short.
Yeah, Onkaparinga Piranhas.
Oh, it was I remember sitting there at the computer. We had to print out the transfer form
for you,
for me, and I had to sign it. And like my mum said to me, she said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And all I could think of was my lovely coach, Helen Raisin, who was like 95 years old, and my dad still remembers her, because my dad hates sport, but he would come to basketball and he would read a book and pretend like he was watching. If you ever like looked up into the stands after I finally scored, because I was terrible as a junior, and dad wasn't looking at his book, you were like, yes.
Just a fun fact, I love the idea of writing down a role and where it was reverse order. So you'd call out a role. It'd be like you would be Samson Matt, and then you'd get to Helen Raisin, and she'd be Raisin Helen.
Raisin Helen. Raisin Helen. Oh man,
who's raising the hell here? Oh, it's Raisin Helen.
It's just Helen.
Yeah, it's classic Helen.
Classic Helen.
Oh, Jesus, Helen, settle down.
Well, she was like that on the sideline because my dad. He still laughs about it because all he remembers was going to my games and like he would watch the games and Helen would, like, coach would just be like, jump, jump, rebound, jump. And that's the only advice she gave to us the whole game was just jump.
My dad was my coach for most of my juniors until I got to 16, so as I explained earlier. And his big thing was like not allowing anyone to throw it behind their head. Like, as in, like, you know, when you were in like classic, like under 10s, under 12s, under 14s, if you get in like double teamed or whatever,
you're just going to yeet it.
Yeah, you're just yeet it backwards. And he'd fucking hate it if you did that. He'd drag you straight away. Like, if it was purposeful, as in, like, someone was running back and you could just flick it over with intention, great. He'd be like, oh, that was sick. But if you're just going to yeet Magritte, like, as far as you could, nothing made that man see red quicker.
Overhead pass.
Dean! Get it! Like, and he would yell at the kids under 10s like that. I never played under 10s. I was 8 and under 12s. I'm just going to make sure... Oh, no, Mum still hasn't replied about Dennis Earl.
Yeah, well, I was just filibustering till Mum got back. So. I saw this during the week, Cam, and I don't want to give it any context. It's just really funny.
Shout out to Finding Nemo and the seagulls.
Mike, would you just shut up?
Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah. It's like, for those who don't realise who it is, Michael Porter Jr. for the Denver Nuggets, the pre-game when they introduced the players, and all his teammates are just going, Mike.
My big concern with this / big question coming out of this, talking about the trade deadline, Aaron Gordon came across from the Magic to here.
Yeah.
Do you think someone sat him down and said, so we've got this thing.
We do this thing.
Where when Michael Porter Jr. comes out of the run, we all just say Mike? And he's like, I don't get it. And he's like, well, have you seen Finding Nemo? And then they has to explain all of... Well, also, just... I've cut myself off again because you're rewatching this right now.
Yeah.
Why is Michael Porter Jr. the only one wearing a jersey? And then even when like they do at the end here, he's still the only one wearing a jersey. And then everyone else has got their training tops on. Is it going to be 1 versus 5?
Well, yeah, maybe that's why they're hyping him up. It's just you tonight, Mike.
Yeah, who's the starting 5? Mike.
Yeah, that's actually, it's not even a bit. Who's starting? Mike.
Young man, watch your mouth and watch me whip. Now I've seen it. I'm done. I'm serious. Yeet.
The boys are back.
Really?
They're goldfish. I always go for the handful. I got about 73 here.
Give me that. I get more than 73.
Bobby, get the vacuum.
Go for the handful.
That is one of the dumbest ads I've ever seen.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before, but I was excited because our boys are back, Bobby and Toby.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked.
Also, why are they throwing them together? I get it, but like... One plays for the 76ers, one plays for Dallas. Why are they getting them back together even though they are the meme duo that everyone needs right now?
Because they have to #, go for the handful. Bobby's got big hands.
No, that's true. Okay. No, that's fair. I get it. But, like, do I get it? Also, I can't wait for post careers of both of them and then they start a podcast.
Definitely the post-NBA Bobby. It's going to be funny. Has to be. Or he could be like Dirk, because Dirk was a bit of a meme lord and he's just sort of disappeared off the face
He'll
of
be
the
back, though. I have, like, big hopes that Dirk's going to come back in, like, this crazy way when he's, like, doesn't look like Dirk anymore. So in, like, 10, 15 years, he's going to do what Tim Duncan did and just be, like, an assistant coach at, like, the Mavs.
With dreads.
With dreads. But Tim Duncan did it. Oh, pardon me. Tim Duncan did it way too prematurely.
Yeah.
He came back and everyone was like, oh, okay, yeah, fine.
What could Dirk do to not be Dirk though? Because Dirk's had like short hair, medium like length hair, blonde tips, long hair, headband.
He's never had dreads.
Beard, no
cornrows.
beard. Yeah, if he had cornrows. If Dirk showed up as an assistant coach with cornrows.
And like one bead in it.
Yeah, he looked like that girl who went to Bali in high school over the break and came back with like her hair braided.
Yeah.
There was always one.
And that's that's going to be Dirk. And he's not going to be called Dirk. He's not going to be called Dirk anymore. He's going to be called like Sunset or something.
Sunset Nowitzki.
Yeah. Feel good story of the week. Feel good story of the week.
Isaiah Thomas is making a comeback now.
Yeah, buddy. I saw this and it made me happy because I don't know if I've
that's the good news story of the week.
100%. I knew it was. Have we talked about how I used to love NBA, then I took a hiatus from loving the NBA and then got back to it, like end of like 2000, we'll start around 2018.
Not on pod, but you have told me this, yeah.
Yeah, so 2018 hits and I get back into NBA. And this is when Isaiah Thomas has just come off like a fucking great season in the Celtics.
King of the fourth.
So I assume he was just the best player in the league at like 5'9". And now he's done absolutely nothing since then. I was really worried.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see that he's coming back to a 10-day contract.
Yeah, it's good to see that he'll have 10 more days in the NBA.
So can I just ask quickly as well, only because I should have Googled this way long ago, is 10 days actually 10 days or it's a 10 game?
No, it's 10 days. Like
it's actually just a week and a bit.
Yeah, 10 human days.
Really?
Yeah. And then they can sign you to a second 10-day contract.
Yep.
So you get 20 human days.
Yes.
And then they have to decide whether they sign you for like a long-term contract.
Good news story of the week, IT 10-day.
Yeah. So by the time this comes out, he'll probably still be in the NBA for a little bit.
Fingers crossed.
Like maybe 5 more days or so.
Yeah, he's got 2 more days because I've got plenty of shit to do this weekend.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Yeah. That's my Easter kisses for you, the viewer, not you.
Yeah.
Do you want to blow any Easter kisses?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I think you got it covered. I don't want to overdo the kisses.
Yeah.
You're the kisses guy.
Yeah.
I'm like the general well-wishes.
When people ask about this podcast, and this is the end, this is like 50 minutes into the episode, no one's going to actually listen to this.
Hey, if you just received a virtual kiss from Ken, please comment in the comment section below because I reckon...
Thank you for the kisses.
Yeah, say thanks for the kisses because I don't think... I will wager you that not a single person will write that.
No one's going to write thanks for the kisses.
Thanks for the kisses. And you can't do it off your own account.
Okay.
No cheating.
Okay, fine. Thanks for the kisses and thanks for the episode.
Yeah.
Us. And thanks for listening, you.
Feels good to be the champs.
Yeah, it feels good to be the champs. It feels good to be pumped off of too much caffeine.
Bye.